TinkerCAD tips. Let's make a Mickey Mouse inspired box design. So here's the box. Now some of you may recall that recently I had dropped some tutorials on making this Mickey Mouse inspired tray design. And I had a follower reach out and ask about making this into a box. So this is what I came up with here. There's a lid. We have an overlapping side over here. So let me show you how I made this. Let's get at her here. Let's go ahead and grab all of this, move this out of the way. And over here I have my tray design, so we're going to use this as the basis for our box. Now this is the design where the colored parts here were designed with a little bit of a tolerance built in here, so we're going to use this. So let's back out here. Let's grab all of this, Control D, let's make a duplicate of this. And let's drag that over here. We're going to use this as the basis of our new box. I'm going to go ahead and lift all this up here. Now these colored portions of it here, I'm going to hide these for the moment. So I'm going to click on the eyes, Control H, the face, Control H, the tongue, Control H. There we go. And just for the sake of clarity, let's change this to yellow here. Might make it a little easier to see what's going on here. I'm going to select all of this. I'm going to use Control D to make a duplicate, and I'm going to drop that down to the work plane. Now on this top portion here, we want to get rid of this outer or this inner line portion of it here. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on Ungroup. Went back to being black here. I'm going to click on this outer line portion. Let's delete that. There we go. Now notice we have these hole shapes. We want to put those back. So I'm going to go ahead and change this portion to yellow. You can see them here. Now I'm going to group those back together. We want those insets for the colored parts. Control G to group those. And I'm going to go ahead and lift this up out of the way. Now let's work on the bottom part here. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to ungroup it. Let's delete this inner line portion here. Let's change this to yellow so we can see what's going on. Now I want to get rid of these insets here. So let's select all of this. I'm going to Shift deselect the yellow part. So now I have just the hole shapes, and I'm going to click on Delete. Now what we want to do is to make a new SVG of this. So I'm going to drop that down to the work plane. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click Export, SVG. I'm going to leave the name as it is. I'm going to click Save. We'll go ahead and replace that. Now I'm going to lift this up. Now I'm trying to keep everything in line here. We never want to change our alignment. Let's click on Import. Choose a file. I'm going to click on that SVG. Just simply click on Import here. Now the pink part is what we just imported. So I'm going to Shift select that, and the yellow part, L for Align. I'm going to click on the yellow part to make it the master. Center it down the middle. Center it down the middle. And now we can get rid of this yellow portion here. We no longer need that. Let's change this back to yellow. Let's change the height of this to 2 millimeters. And this is going to be the basis for everything else that we're going to do here. Now the first part we're going to work on is making the box top here. And for that, I want to create an inner line that's 2 millimeters and 4 millimeters, and you'll see why here in a moment. So while I have this bottom selected here, I'm going to make a duplicate of that. I'm going to lift that up. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to change the fill mode. We want an inner line. We want this inner line part to be 2 millimeters in height. I'm going to change the corners to round. And we want the line width to be 4 millimeters. So there's that part of it. I'm going to lift this up a bit. I'm going to go back to the bottom part here. I'm going to make another duplicate. I'm going to lift that up. I want the height of this to be 10 millimeters. We also want this to be inner line, round, and we're going to make this part just 2 millimeters. Okay. I'm going to lift that up. Now we want to bring those two parts into alignment. So I'm going to lasso select the two of those. L for align. And I'm going to click on this top dot here. So you see what we have going on here. Okay. Now I want to put those on the bottom of our box lid. So I'm going to select on these two parts. I'm going to click W to get our work plane. I'm going to put that on the underside of the box lid. And I'm going to hit D to drop. So you see what we have going on here. We have an outside edge. And we have just a little bit of an extra lip here. Okay, I'm going to select all three of those parts. I'm going to hit Control G to union group those together. Okay, I'm going to zoom out here. I'm going to put my work plane back on the default. So I'm going to click W, put that back on the default. So here we have our box lid now. So we basically have a 4 millimeter wall with a 2 millimeter inset that these come together. Let's select that, lift it up out of the way. Now we need to work on the bottom part. So we're at about 7.5 minutes here. I'm going to end this tutorial, come back for part 2. I will be dropping both of these videos at the same time, so this is the end of part 1. As always, like, follow, and repost if you would, please. If you have any comments, you know where to drop those. And I will see you on the next one. Happy tinkering. See you in part 2.